Hello students, welcome to this video on the edible woman by Margaret Atwood. And before we go on to chapter 25, which we are going to discuss in this chapter, let's look at what happens in chapter 24. Now, what happens is the day of the party is going to happen. The party is being hosted by Peter and Marian. And Peter has suggested that this is the party that they're going to have before they are getting married. So Peter has suggested that, Marian should get herself a new hairstyle and a new dress. So she goes in for both. And she described that that visit to the hairstylist in minute detail. If you observe, she does all these things, describing such hairstyle, visit to the laundromat, a visit to the hairstylist in a lot of detail. That's the forte, that is the main strength of this novel. இந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்த வந்து ஒரு சாதாரண விஷயத்த இன்னும் எக்ஸ்ட்ராடினரியா பிரசன்ட் பண்ணி and her not liking the new hairstyle, but there being a hospital like atmosphere there, etc. It's very well done, it's very well presented. So she doesn't like the hairstyle, and but she has to go with it because it is Peter's party, and she's also the co-host. So when she's going to the subway station, இதை பார்த்துட்டு அவர் யோசிக்கிறா, ஐயோ நான் பார்க்க கால்கள் மாதிரி இருக்கேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவர் சப்வே ஸ்டேஷனுக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்கா. When she remembers that the previous day was her last day, so we know that this happens towards the end of February. So just before, one day before that, she had been presented with tea towels, ladles, and aprons in her office for her wedded life, for her future life. But remember, all those reflect domestic life for Marian. திருப்பி இந்த ஆபீஸ்க்கு வராத, வேற எந்த இதுவும் பண்ணாதேன்னு அர்த்தம். So she gets these this gifts, and then there is a talk about a grater. A salesman is actually making a sale of a grater on the way to the subway station, and she sees a group of women looking at it very intently, and they belong to the lower middle income group. And Marian, some snobbery is here. ஒரு மாதிரி ஸ்னாபிஷா யோசிக்கிறா, நான் வந்து இந்த கிரேட்டர்லாம் வாங்க மாட்டேன், இந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கிற கிரேட்டர்லாம் வாங்க மாட்டேன். We belong to a different thing, because look, once I'm Peter's wife, our income is going to be, obviously I'm going to belong to the upper middle class. இதை சொல்லிட்டு Marian goes home. As she enters her house, she realizes that the lady down below is giving a tea party. A lot of women have come to attend the tea party. The child is distributing cakes. But as she goes up, she realizes that Ainsley is having an argument with Len. She hears two voices, and they are Ainsley's and Len's. They are arguing about, the argument is very simple. Ainsley wants Len to marry her so that she can provide a father image to the child. Len is refusing. Len, in fact, wants the child to be aborted. He, with all that anger, he goes out. And because of that anger, because of all that shouting and all that, the ladies down who are attending the tea party are attracted to that, and they come out. என்னடா நடக்கிறது, what is this hula baloo all about அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு அவங்க வெளில வராங்க. வந்த உடனே Len becomes more angry because of the statements made by Ainsley, and also because he's as he goes, he gets caught in the spinning wheel, and he blames all women. He says all women are bad, and then he leaves. And so Ainsley, after this incident, obviously the lady down below tries to cover up the incident by saying, ஐயோ ஒன்னும் இல்ல, embarrassing இருக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே. The lady down below says that no, this man must be inebriated, that is, he must have consumed alcohol. இதை சொல்ல உடனே Marian and Ainsley go back to their apartment upstairs, and Ainsley makes a decision that she will get a child. For her child, she will get a new father for her child. இதோட தான் நம்ம வந்து we completed chapter 24. Let us look at what happens in chapter 25. So when does chapter 25 begin? Chapter 25 begins on the same day. In fact, a few minutes after chapter 24 ends. See, in chapter 24, Ainsley goes into a room, and she shuts herself in with a determination. And we know what she's going to do. She has made a decision that she's going to find herself a new partner, so that she has a father to show her child. So it happens on the same day, just after Ainsley's and Len's argument, and Ainsley is in a room. Marian actually wants to, have something, she wants to, actually she is having a vitamin pill, And what happens is, as she has this vitamin, takes this vitamin pill, she goes and checks the refrigerator. And so what she does, she has a look into it, and she knows that the refrigerator needs it very badly needs cleaning. In fact, it is so bad. The description is given in page 271. If you go into that, I've not gone into the gory details if I can use it, but the situation is worse than that, as in chapter 20. The same feeling that comes to Marian comes here. She wants to clean it, but then she looks at it. There is a lot of defrosting to be done. That is, அந்த காலத்துல இப்ப கூட அந்த மாதிரி ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் இருக்கான்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது. But when we got our first fridge in 1984, we had to do this weekly defrosting, at least once in 5 days or once in 7 days. ஐஸ் கட்டி அப்படியே இதாயிடும். ஸோ அதை வந்து நீங்க வந்து defrost பண்ணி ஆகணும். And after a particular time, you had frost free. So it was, the ice collected so much that the door of the refrigerator could not be shut. And she noticed that certain items have been kept long ago. நிறைய பேருக்கு இந்த பழக்கம் உண்டு. They eat it and then half of it waste பண்ண வேணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு refrigerator வைக்கிறது. So that's what they had also done. So lot of paper packets, brown bags, etc. were there. Then she thought she'll have a cup of tea. Okay. In fact, cheese எடுத்து பார்த்தா cheese, the green mold இருந்தது. And what she thought was, okay, let us have. She decides to have tea, but she's not able to find a cup. So she looks into the sink. அதுலயும் organic water இருக்கு, lot of unwashed dishes இருக்கு, ஒரு saucepan இருக்கு, அதுல ஒரு bluish mold விளந்துட்டு இருக்கு. Because 3 நாள் 4 நாள் போட்டு பார்த்துட்டீங்கன்னா அப்புறம் யோசித்து பாருங்க, ஒரு மாதிரி குழகுழன்னு ஆயிடும். So that's what the novelist means by organic water, organic looking water. And so she wanted to clean everything, but then suddenly she realizes that even a mold has got the right to live. It's a very strange feeling, but that is how things are. So, and then she realizes that it's too early to get ready for the party, too early to wear the dress. See, we'll get ready for the party, but let us first have a bath, clean ourselves, feel fresh, and then go to the party. Okay, so by the end of chapter 25, Peter comes to pick her up. So that is going to happen. That is not mentioned here. So she wants to take a bath, but she realizes that the bathtub is below. So lady down below, அவளை வந்து பிடிச்சா என்ன பிரச்சனை வரும் அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கிறா. And she says, look, எனக்கும் இதுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை அப்படின்னு அவ சொல்லலாம் நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கா. So this is what happens just after Len leaves. Okay, so all these decisions she makes, and she collects her the material needed for a bath, and she goes down to the bathtub. And the first thing that she does, so Marian goes to the bathtub, which is situated below, and first she brushes her teeth. Okay, and then so Marian goes to the bathroom, and before entering the bathtub, what she does is she brushes her teeth. Remember, it's a bathtub endral. Please be very clear. It's a tub in which you fill in water and soak yourself. It is not like bucket towel bucket mug vachinu kulikkiradhu illa, or what we call as a shower எடுத்துக்கிறது இல்ல. Okay, we do one of these, and 99% we'll be using a bucket and a mug. So அது அவங்க பழக்கம் கிடையாது. So bath tub, jacuzzi tub, இந்த மாதிரி இதை எடுத்துட்டு இந்த ஒரு பக்கத்துல ஒரு it will be sometimes a bathtub will have a shower at one point. Okay, at one end. Okay, so that you can also take a shower if you want. So she brushes her teeth, and as she's brushing, she notices a pimple on her eyebrows, and she realizes that it could be because of some change in her metabolism. She's not been having any proper food. I mean, mostly the food that she's been used to. So maybe this is because of that. And before entering the bathtub, before bathing, she removes her engagement ring and she keeps it. And she remembers what Clara has told her about this engagement ring. Actually, Marian finds this engagement ring too large. கொஞ்சம் பெருசா இருக்கு அவரோட ஃபிங்கருக்கு. And she had told that to Peter. Also suggested that, look, let us அதை நான் கொஞ்சம் என்கேஜ்மெண்ட்லாம் முடியட்டும், நான் வந்து உனக்கு நான் வந்து இதோட சைஸை நான் வந்து ஆல்டர் பண்ணி தரேன் அப்படின்னு Peter had suggested. But then Clara had told her that eventually she's going to swell. She's going to increase in size. Her fingers will also swell up. Okay, because once you are pregnant, all these things, so you are going to swell as you grow old. Your fingers are going to swell. So why do you worry about it? அப்படின்னு அவ கேட்டா. ஸோ அவ அந்த என்கேஜ்மெண்ட் ரிங்க பார்த்துட்டு தான் அதை சேஃபா வச்சுட்டு she enters. She started taking her bath. She entered the bathtub and she started taking her bath. And a very, very strange things happen. Strange thing happens to her. She watches her, just like in chapter 17, in the restaurant where she watches her reflection on the spoon. She starts looking at her reflection here in the bathtub. So she soaked herself in the bathtub, and she was taking a leisurely bath because she had time on her hands. And what happens here is that as she soaks herself, remember, in a bathtub, your entire body is submerged except your neck. Okay, below your neck, till your neck, you can soak yourself. So she compares her body to an island. Okay, somehow this is what she does. So, and also what happens is there are two taps kept there with one spout. Now, the difference between a tap and a spout is this. See, in a tap has got the lever. Let me show you what a spout is so that see, this is a tap. Okay, so it has got a lever. அது நீங்க அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா தண்ணி வரப்போகுது. அது நீங்க whatever way you choose to, whatever way you have to handle it, you handle it either up or down or clockwise or anti-clockwise. But when you look at this is just a spout. This is what I mean by a spout. Just an opening through which water comes. So அந்த மூணுத்துலயும் அவங்களோட ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷனை பாக்குறாங்க. She sees three reflections which look bulging and distorted. And actually, since she's ஒரு பிங்க் பாடி அங்க தெரியறது, யாரா இது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா தன்னோட ஓன் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷனை பாக்குறான். And she starts playing with those reflections. She moves towards the taps and moves away, moves towards the taps and then moves away. So this is what she does. And okay, so this is what she does, and she finds this entire thing very strange. These three reflections very strange. Remember, compared to the reflections that she saw in chapter 17 on the spoon. Okay, remember, even there she saw a distorted image of herself. Okay, so this is what she sees here as she has a bath, and then she hears footsteps outside the bathroom, and so she decides that okay, it could be the lady down below. Let me not continue my bath anymore. So she decides to go upstairs and get dressed for the party. So as she hears footsteps outside, she drains the bathtub, and she has again a very strange feeling. She fears that her body is going to dissolve in the water. So takkana velila vandiranga. She wears an engagement ring and goes upstairs. And she goes upstairs and she sits on the bed, and suddenly she feels that she's not ready to meet the party, to go to the party. She feels that as if it is Peter's party and not her party. Okay, it is Peter's party and not her party. So she feels that she cannot face the party without familiar faces near her. So she is actually contemplating this. So அவ என்ன பண்ணலாம், யாரையோ இன்வைட் பண்ண போறாங்க. That is what is going to happen now. But before that, there is another experience that she has. What she does is, see, this is why the novelist is different. Suma, okay, now I need familiar faces. I need, she calls it Peter's party because Peter's friends will be there. So, என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் யார் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கிறாங்க. அது யோசிக்கும் பொழுது she has, the two dolls which got discussed in chapter 12, which she thought she will dispose of. Okay, as she's sitting on the bed, the two dolls are at two corners. Okay, so she's sitting, she sees her own reflection in the mirror, and she sees these two dolls staring at her, and she's a bit annoyed with the dolls, because all that these two dolls are doing is to stare blankly at her without offering a solution for this. சும்மா அப்படியே ஸ்டார் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கியே, எனக்கு ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கொடு அப்படின்னு அந்த டூ டால்ஸ் கிட்ட கேக்குறாங்க. mentally she's having a conversation with this, for this what do I do அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. Okay, so she is a bit annoyed with these two dolls who are only staring at her without giving any suggestions or any solutions for this. Okay, so I told you that in chapter 12 these two dolls have been described in detail here. there is one dark doll. Okay, there are two. And she has an experience with these two dolls. Okay, so the dark doll, what it does is, so picture this a bit. Okay, so in the ரெண்டு dolls stare பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த ரெண்டு dolls எங்க இருக்குன்னா, this is the bed. Marian is sitting here. Okay, I'm not a very good person. Okay, we're not a very good sketcher. I'm very poor at sketching. So Marian is sitting here looking at her reflection in the mirror, but she starts looking at her reflection a bit late. She looks at these two dolls. Okay, இங்க ஒண்ணு வச்சிருக்கா, the dark doll and the blonde doll, and she suddenly feels that they are staring at her without giving any solutions to this problem. And what happens is, then Marian feels that the dark doll is watching her and the blonde doll is not. And then she has this very strange experience of observing herself from the doll's perspective. So she feels as if that she is sitting here and the dolls are watching her. Okay, so as if she were in both these dolls. No, S apostrophe. Okay, so from the doll's perspective, and she feels as if she had that they were observing her, and she also gets this very strange feeling that she feels that these two dolls are trying to pull her apart. Okay, pull Marian apart, and அப்படியே வந்து கிழிச்சுன்னு எடுத்துன்னு போயிடுவாங்க போல் இருக்கு. Not a very cannibalistic thing, but she feels that. So again a very strange experience, and well, she decides, oh no, இது சும்மா நம்மளே நம்ம ஏதோ நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு she makes a decision and she goes to so this strange thing happens just after she comes upstairs, sits on the bed, looks at these dolls and feels that the dolls are observing her. Then she goes into the dolls and looks at herself from the doll's perspective. Okay, so this is what happens. Now, does this have any significance? There's a lot of significance when you look at it in the later chapters. Okay, so what has happened here is, in the perspective of the path owner, say, let me make a decision. She makes a decision. She goes to the telephone and she makes a series of phone calls. She wants to invite her friends and not just look at Peter's friends in a party which she thinks is essentially Peter's. Okay, so she is going to call her friends. So when she calls Duncan, and Duncan says that he's going along with Trevor and Fish. Actually, he's saying, I'm going along with my family, Trevor and Fish, obviously, to a graduate English party where all graduate English students are going to be there, and they're going to talk about their orals. Orals every 6 months or every 1 year. I'm not sure the frequency of it. அவங்க வந்து அவங்களோட இதை ஜஸ்டிஃபை பண்ணிக்கணும். தட் இஸ் அவங்களோட ரிசல்ட் ஜஸ்டிஃபை பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு இது நடக்கும். ஸோ அது ஃபார் தட் ஓகே they are having an informal party so that they can discuss all that. And then she says, hey, அது முடிச்சிட்டு வாங்கப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. So she requests him to come. He agrees. அதுல அவர் ஒரு இது கொடுக்குறாரு பாருங்க. I just want to know whom you are getting married to, because remember, Peter and Duncan have not met yet. They have not met. Okay, and something very interesting is going to happen as we progress through the novel. Towards the end, you will see something very interesting happening. So இதை முடிச்சிட்டு then she called Clara and Joe. Okay, and they both also promised to come because they know that provided they find a babysitter for their kids. So Duncan is going to come along with Trevor and Fish. And so then she invites, remember, Peter and Duncan have not met yet. Okay, so she invites Clara and Joe, and they say that we'll find the babysitter and then கொஞ்சம் லேட்டா வருவோம் அப்படின்னா அவங்க டிசைட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. Okay, so yeah, so 3 Duncan, Trevor, Fish, 3 பேரு, இவங்க பேரும் 5. Then she invites the 3 office virgins. எப்படி இன்வைட் பண்றானா, she says, a lot of single men will be there. இது லேட்டா கூப்பிடுறேன்னு நீ நினைக்காத. லேட்னா என்ன, the party is going to be conducted that evening, going to be held that evening, hosted that evening, and she is calling them just 2 or 3 hours before. Anyway, so all's well, இது வரைக்கும் ஓகே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இவங்களும் ஒத்துக்கிறாங்க. 3 office virgins ஒத்துக்கிறாங்க. இதோட 8 invitees ஆயிடுறாங்க. 8 people whom Marian knows, and then she invites Ainsley. So along with that, 9 people ஆயிடுறாங்க. 9 people whom Marian has invited from her side. So these are Marian's invitees. Okay, these are Marian's invitees, and so everything is set. So now she wanted to call Leonard Slank. Then she decides against it. Ainsleyயும் Leonard Slankயும் ஒரே இடத்துல கூப்பிட்டு பிரச்சனை வரக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க ஃபீல் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ that's a natural feeling that Marian gets. So Marian now gets dressed for the party. She first wears the girdle. I told you what a girdle is. You can always check this up in Wikipedia or in Google. So a girdle is something which you wear before wearing the main dress. Okay. So and the girdle important. Actually, this is supposed to be girdles are worn by people who think that they appear a bit fat. So அவங்களோட fat குறைக்கிறதுக்கு இல்லாட்டி ஹைட் பண்றதுக்கு, not குறைக்கிறதுக்கு but ஹைட் பண்றதுக்கு. No, she has, she has bought this girdle and the sales lady has also sold it to her, the one who sold her the red dress. இங்க என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, she realizes that she had not lost much weight. அப்படி ஒன்றும் பெரிய இது ஒன்றும் ரியலைஸ் பண்ணல. ஸோ இதுலதான் ஃபாஸ்டிங்க்கும் வெயிட் லாஸ்க்கும் சம்பந்தம் இல்லைன்னு she must have realized. But anyways, then she puts on the girdle, then she wears a red dress, the red dress that she has done, and then zipper பின்னாடி இருக்கிறதுனால Ainsley கூப்பிட்டு அப்பா ஜிப்பரை போட்டு விடுங்கிறா. So she asks Ainsley for help and Ainsley puts the zipper, and when Marian turns, Ainsley has a suggestion because Ainsley is also halfway through her makeup, okay, and Ainsley has a suggestion for Marian. So Ainsley suggests that it's better that Marian wears good heavy earrings. So they search for earrings, and finally Ainsley gives her earrings to match with the dress. So now she has given matching earrings with the dress, and then what Ainsley does is she does Marian's nails. She starts pedicuring it, if I'm right, if I'm using the right word. Okay, she does a pedicure, and then or a manicure, if I'm right. Okay, so she does that, and then she gives makeup to Marian's face, and she gives a glossy finish to her lips. She applies lipstick on Marian's lips and then gives it a glossy finish. Okay, so this entire process reminds Marian of mothers getting their children ready for school plays. Okay, and then what she does is she does these eyelashes and all that to give her to complete that look. Okay, so along with the red dress and with all this, Ainsley feels that Marian will look very pretty. So the makeup is complete, and then Ainsley asks her to smile. Actually, Ainsley asked her to smile even here just after giving her the earrings, but she does it very weakly. இப்போ கத்து கொடுக்குறா எப்படி ஸ்மைல் பண்றதுன்னு கத்து கொடுக்குறா. Ainsley teaches her how to smile. She says, as you smile, you should droop your eyelids. So they are practicing this when the lady down below enters. And actually, she gives Marian a very strange look because she feels that Marian has not dressed up like this before. Okay, so Marian is also a bit shocked, but she's talking. She wants to talk to only Ainsley, and she says, "Look, tea party mudinju pochu, and I was waiting for to become calm before I wanted to talk to you." So, and then she says, "Look, I'm sorry. You'll have to go." That is the first thing that she says, the first major sentence that she says, and then she starts accusing Ainsley of all these things. She says, look, so Marian is wondering, your lady down below வந்து நம்மளோட dress பத்தி red dress with all this, because she herself thinks that she looks like a call girl. என்னை பத்தி என்ன நினைப்பா அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கிறா. But the lady down below is concentrating on Ainsley and on what she has to speak to her. So she blames Ainsley for the following things. So when she's accusing Ainsley of all these things, actually she says she's very calm, but her voice is trembling. And Marian is having a problem. Actually, I forgot to mention a bit of detail here. Marian is not able to recognize herself. After all this makeup and everything, she's not able to recognize herself, and she's finding it difficult to, sort of smile and all that. In this is what happened. During this is what happened. So there's almost a continuation. So the lady down below comes when she's struggling to smile. So now she starts, actually her voice is trembling. Lady down below's voice is trembling. And, she's saying that, look, I know that you were drinking, and I know that Marian does not drink, but she does drink, but not more than what is allowed. So both drink அப்படின்னு தெரியும். But நீங்க discreet-ஆ இருந்தீங்கன்னா, அதனால I did not talk about that. You were untidy and disorderly in my house. That, again, okay, that's fine. The way you maintain your living place is okay. Then you bring in a young man, so that is, she's talking about Len, and he stays overnight. And in fact, only now, that is the night on which Len and Ainsley became passionate. Then it is revealed that she gives a reason for going out the next morning. She says, I knew that you had brought in a young man the previous night, that particular night, and so I acted as if I went out the next morning. I went out so that I wanted to, I pretended to go out. Actually, she had gone out. She didn't have any task outside or chore outside. So what she did was she went out so that the embarrassment could be avoided. Okay, so this she reveals only now, and then so this she did deliberately. That is, she went out the next morning deliberately so that the embarrassment could be avoided. And then she accuses Ainsley and says, look, no, you are going to be a very bad example for my child. So that is her daughter. She's talking about her daughter. So நீ கிளம்பிடு அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. உடனே Ainsley counters the lady down below and she says, oh, very good. Now I know who you are. So you knew that I had brought in a young man, that is Len, and you were not willing to face me. So you are a hypocrite. And not only that, you are also a bourgeois fraud. இப்போ எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு நீ என்ன பண்ற ஏது பண்ற எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. Okay, so you are in spite of all your appearance to be very decent, you are not decent. Okay, that is, you are a bourgeois fraud. You are worried about what the neighbors will say. Obviously, come on. Okay, so you are more worried about what the neighbors will say. So you are a bourgeois fraud. You are not worried about your principles or your. So she is saying that her values are not. That is, the lady down below's values are not good. And then she says that you don't have any real convictions. Now, what does this mean? உனக்கு எந்த விஷயமே உனக்கு ஒழுங்கா பண்ண தெரியாது. கன்விக்ஷன் தான் உனக்கு. You think that you have values but you don't have values. Convicted-ஆ நீ இல்ல. Convictions means you don't have any proper values. Okay, and then she says, with all these qualities, because you have all these qualities, I don't want to. Ainsley does not want to bring up her child, that is அவளுக்கு பிறக்க போற குழந்தை இருக்கு இல்லையா, in such an atmosphere, because ultimately இந்த மாதிரி வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கிறவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, that is, if the lady down below is there and she brings up her child in this atmosphere, she will teach that child bad values. In fact, what she will teach this child is, she will bring her, Ainsley will bring her up in an atmosphere of dishonesty. She is right and yet she is wrong. But anyway, we'll discuss that when we discuss the character sketch of Ainsley. Okay, so, and then she calls her, anti-creative life force. You are an anti-creative life force that I have ever seen. The worst anti-creative life force that I have ever seen. அப்படின்னா இன்னொரு அக்யூசேஷன் வைக்கிறா லேடி டவுன் பிலோ பத்தி. ஓகே, so this is what Ainsley does. Ainsley immediately counter பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிடுறா. So she says that she'll be pleased to move out of this house, and now that she's made all these accusations, she cannot continue staying there. And she says, look, I don't want you to be a negative prenatal influence. Prenatal influence na என்னோட குழந்தைக்கு, பிறக்க போற குழந்தைக்கு நீ ரொம்ப மோசமான ஒரு இன்ஃபுளுன்ஸா இருப்ப அப்படின்னு. That's what she means. Prenatal is before birth. And then the lady down below is dismayed. You are pregnant அப்படின்னு அவ இது பண்றான். பேபி ஓ அப்படின்னு கத்துறா அவ. Okay, and with that she went downstairs and she's dismayed. She shouts, oh, a baby, and then she goes downstairs. So this is the confrontation that the lady down below has with Marian and Ainsley. Okay, so then once she moves, Marian says, okay, I think that's that, you'll have to move. And Marian was, Ainsley கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு, Marian was surprised at one fact, that that the lady down below was so easily conquered, so easily deflated. So Marian was surprised that the lady down below was so easily deflated. அவ என்ன நினைச்சிருந்தானா, this is our guess, that any confrontation with the lady down below would have led to a major showdown. But yes, this was a showdown, no doubt about it, but when the moment Ainsley counters her, she's not able to, answer much. She's really shocked. Okay. Then, of course, Ainsley is continuing with her makeup. அவரோட மேக்கப் அவ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கா. இன்ஃபேக்ட் நீங்க நாவல படிச்சு பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் Ainsley was halfway through her makeup, making up her eye when she does Marian's makeup and when she gets caught in this argument. So அவரோட மேக்கப் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணதுக்கு she just continues. The doorbell rings. Peter has come to pick her up. Marian took a vitamin pill before, going with Peter, before being picked up by Peter. And, the moment before swallowing that vitamin pill, she looks at it, it's brown and, it's oval shaped. And there is an indication that, she's not sure what is there in this, what is there in these, what is the content of these vitamin pills. Actually, she wants to give Ainsley a ride, but Ainsley says, no, so Peter and Marian, it's not given here explicitly, openly, but Peter and Marian go to Peter's apartment to get things ready for the party. And with that, we complete chapter 25. So just before we say goodbye, let us look at what has happened in chapter 25. In chapter 25, we saw that is, it happened on the same day, just after the argument between Ainsley and Len. So what happens is, when Marian is having a vitamin pill from the refrigerator, she looks at the refrigerator which badly needs cleaning, and what happens there is she notices all these things. It has not been done properly, and the door is not closing properly, and a lot of items have been kept there for too long. And she looks at the sink. The same is the case with the sink. So she thinks, okay, let me get ready for the party. Actually, she wanted to have a tea before that, and she drops that idea. So she goes to the bathroom to take a bath before going to the party, and she goes to the bathroom. She takes out her engagement ring, keeps it, and then soaks herself, and then she thinks that her body is like an island. And she plays with the reflections on the taps, okay? And then she comes back. She hears footsteps outside, so she comes back. And what happens is she sits on the bed and she wonders, see, in Peter's party, I'm not going to meet anyone whom I know, so let me call someone. When she has a very strange experience, out-of-body experience with these two dolls, not out-of-body, she starts observing herself from the perspective of these dolls, okay? So one is the dark doll, the other is the blonde doll. Okay, so adu vachittu ava vandu konjam out of body experience nadakradhu. And then she goes around calling people. She ends up calling Duncan, Trevor, Fish, Clara, Joe, and the 3 office virgins. So 5 plus 3 8, including Ainsley, it is 9. So Marian dresses up and then she calls him. Okay, everyone agrees, although it's it's a very late invitation. They agree. And what happens is she puts on the red dress, the girdle first, then the red dress. And immediately Ainsley suggests that, she comes and sees her. She helps her with the zipper. And then she knows that, she realizes that she has to be given, a touch with the makeup. So she does all this for Marian. She first gives her matching earrings for the dress. Then she does her, her makeup. And actually, I forgot to mention this. She feels very strange. Marian, at the end of it, feels very strange. I'll tell you exactly how she feels. She calls it Egyptian lidded eyes. So, adanal the Egyptian paintings So, what happens is she's trying to smile with the help of Ainsley. Ainsley asks her to smile. So, she tries to smile and, with the help of, drooping her earlids, and she's not successful. The lady down below comes. There's a confrontation between her and Ainsley. She accuses her of doing all these things, drinking, keeping things untidy, and of course, calling Len a young man overnight. She doesn't know that it's Len, okay? So that's why she's making all these accusations, and she also reveals what happened the next day. So we now know what happened the next day. And she says, you have set a very bad example to the child. So ulta solra, you are setting a very bad example for my unborn child. So I don't want you to continue in your house. You will have to go. Nee enna solra, na kalambara appadina Ainsley kalambara. Kalambaradhukku yes nu sollirra. Marian was surprised that the lady on below was so easily deflated. When before Peter comes, that is before Peter comes upstairs to pick her up, she has a vitamin pill, and she wonders what is there in that vitamin pill, what are the contents of the vitamin pill. And with that, we complete chapter 25. Please await for the next video, which will be on chapter 26, people. Okay. So goodbye and best of luck.